So just find your mat, lie down in a comfortable position. I want to just make sure that you guys can see me.
Sí, sí, sí.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. We're trying to work with the ankles here.
Did you point out the screen? Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's just find a comfortable position on the ground. You can just lay your feet fall wherever they are. You can bring them to a butterfly position, whatever feels good. We're just gonna start our practice here today. Take a deep inhale, feel your chest expand. Notice your tummy rising. And then exhale and feel your shoulders melting onto the mat. Separating from your ears. Inhale, take another big breath, feel your tummy. And as you exhale, reach your arms away from the shoulders. So you're reaching down, creating a nice long neck. Start to notice if you're holding any tension in your jaw. You do this subconsciously, so maybe you have to shake your jaw from right to left. Open your mouth a couple of times. Feel your eyelids grow heavy. Bring your feet, bring the soles of your feet to touch so you're in a butterfly position. And then feel gravity just stretching your inner thigh here. So you're just letting gravity pull your knees down. Inhale, and as you exhale, feel that resistance just melt away too. So this is just a gentle and passive stretch. Start to pay attention to your breath. There should not be any point today where you're holding your breath for periods at a time where you become really uncomfortable. The breath should guide you from pose to pose. So hopefully throughout our time, you'll notice that the breath is guiding you. And if you feel like you've lost the breath for a little bit, just come to a still position and try to reconnect with that. So let's take 3 deep breaths together here. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. On our next inhale, we're going to reach our arms overhead and reach the legs long. One straight line, point the toes, shrug the shoulders. Inhale, and as you exhale, come into a little ball. Grab your knees, squeeze. And then inhale and reach up, extend the legs. Reach a little bit longer, and exhale, come back to a little ball. Bring your forehead to your knees, and then inhale, stretch again, nice and long. Coiling and uncoiling, just building some warmth. Inhale and exhale, come back to the little ball. Grab behind your thighs, and let's start rocking back and forth. Just a gentle rock, nothing too crazy. We'll do about 5 rocks. So these are nice and controlled. And we'll come to a seated position. So I'll face y'all for this. I'm gonna sit crisscross applesauce. If that's uncomfortable for you, you can kind of just bring your feet a little bit farther away from you, and that creates less tension in the hips. I'm gonna reach my arms overhead, nice and long. And then I'm gonna exhale, reach my right hand back and twist. You can place your left hand on your right knee. Inhale, let's lengthen out of the seat. And exhale, twist. Take your gaze behind you. We're gonna hold for 2 breaths here in this twist. These twists are supposed to give you a little bit of energy, so if we're feeling a little slumpy today, hopefully this helps. Extend your arms to the front and back of the room. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, twist on over to the other side. Again, you can place your left hand behind you like a little kickstand, and your right hand on your left knee. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Take your gaze to the back if that feels all right for your neck. Inhale, reach up, and let's do 2 more of those a little bit quicker. Exhale, back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back, kind of clearing the air here. Inhale, up. And exhale, twist. Inhale, reach back up. Bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head and feel that stretch in the back of the neck a little bit. Let your hands fall to your knees. We're gonna do some neck rolls. So as you inhale, you're gonna guide your head towards the right. As you reach the back, you're gonna exhale and guide your head over to the front. So we're splitting the rolls in 2 parts. You inhale to get to the back, and then you exhale to come back to the front. So this is super, super gentle. Take this slow and steady. We'll do 5 to the right, just loosening up our neck, where we easily hold so much tension. And then when you're done with 5, we'll switch on over to the left. So remember to sit up nice and tall. This is not a moment to slouch. Stay nice and long. Maybe one side feels a little bit tighter, so just stay there where the tightness is for a little bit. Breathe into it, and then keep on moving. Giving breath to that place of tightness. Let's do 1 more. Good. Come back to center. Let's inhale, reach up nice and long. And then exhale, just put your hands onto your knees and then onto the floor and come onto a tabletop position. So per request, we're doing some cat-cow pose here. Your wrists are underneath your shoulders and the tops of your feet are on the ground here. And that'll help ground you a little bit. So I'm gonna guide you to press into the ground with your feet. We're gonna inhale, curve the spine, look up. Tailbone draw to the sky, and so does the crown of your head, and then exhale, press into the ground and curve out that spine. Inhale, look up. And exhale, carve the spine out, press into the mat. Inhale, look up, roll through your shoulders, and exhale. Inhale, look up, and exhale, curl. Awesome, now come back to your tabletop position. We're gonna do a little bit of counterbalance work here. So if you seem to just fall or feel off balance, just come right back to it. So I'm gonna reach my right hand in front of me. That's an active hand. I'm reaching forward. I'm gonna shift my weight onto my right shin and kick my left foot out. Good, keep that back foot flexed to create an active quad, and it's not just dead weight behind it. So reach up, bring that foot and arm up, and then exhale, bring the knee to elbow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, reach up and freeze here. We're gonna guide our right hand over to the side and our left foot over to the side as well. And now we're gonna drop our left foot on the ground, so it's gonna be right beside you. And you're just gonna stand up. So my right shin's on the ground and my left foot's out in front of me. This is called gate pose. I'm gonna guide my left hand down my leg and reach over with my right. Getting a nice stretch alongside your spine. If that pose doesn't feel good for you, you can just do whatever you like, but reach out long. Like if you're reaching out for the corner of your room, take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Good. Now reach both hands up towards the ceiling and exhale, drop the right hand on the ground. Reach over with the left. So you're creating a long line from left fingers to left toes. Press into the floor with the outside of that left foot. Reach back up and exhale, reach back over. This is an active gate pose. Inhale back up and exhale over to the other side. Just creating nice stretches alongside our back, our lats, our shoulders. Good, come all the way back up. Drop your hands onto the ground and come back to your tabletop position. Let's do 2 more cat-cows here. Inhale, look up, really articulate that spine. So move 1 vertebrae at a time as you breathe in and out. Let's meet back in our tabletop pose. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So start by reaching out with your left hand and kicking out that right foot. Flex the foot. Press into the floor with the right hand, active shoulder position. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, curling. Inhale, reach up, exhale, curling. Inhale, reach up, long, 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 exhale, curling. Last one, reach long. Bring that left hand out to the side, and the right foot out to the side. Now drop that right foot, and come to stand. Okay, so that takes a little bit of coordination. Inhale, reach the arms long, and exhale as you come on over to the right. Let that right hand just trace the outline of your leg. Try to place the hand on your shin or on your thigh, but not your knee. Come back to center. Let your left hand fall onto the ground and create that long line. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Come back up and exhale over that leg. Inhale back up and exhale down over to the left side. Reach really, really, really long. And come back to center. Flatten the floor with your hands. Knees back on the ground. Let's curl our toes underneath us. Bring our hips nice and high and come to our first downward dog of the day. Let's pedal out our feet slowly, like if we're moving through peanut butter. Still pressing the shoulder blades back. There you go, nice long line with that spine. Good, now let's come onto our tiptoes, bend our knees dramatically, and push onto the mat so we can get almost our chest to our thighs. Rib cage to the thighs. Take a big inhale. And exhale, reach the heels for the ground, but keep your hips where they are. Good, it's okay if your heels aren't there yet. That's what it should feel like. Let's do that again. Inhale back to the tippy toes. Bend the knees. Push your rib cage towards your thighs. Inhale and exhale, down dog. Reach the heels for the ground. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale and extend as you exhale. Good. Take another deep inhale here in down dog. And exhale, bend your knees and hover over the mat in a floating table. Good. Your hips are in the same plane as your shoulders here. Take a big inhale and exhale, down dog. That should make your quads feel a little bit warmer. Now let's shift our weight over to the right and left. If we were a dog, we'd be wagging our tail. So you're just shifting your weight onto the outside of the right foot and then to the left foot, feeling the stretch on the outside of the leg. And drop your knees onto the mat. Keep your hips where they are, stacked on top of your knees, and reach forward as long as you can for puppy pose. If puppy pose feels too much for the shoulders, I invite you to come into child's pose, where you display your knees out and drop your hips. In puppy pose, I'm reaching long. I can bring my chin to the ground if I like, or keep my forehead on the ground. And feel that intense shoulder stretch here. The delts and the lats. Breathe into the areas of tightness. Remind yourself that that tightness leads to growth or an opportunity to expand. Take a deep inhale here, and exhale, come back to your tabletop position. Nice job, guys. I'm gonna plant my left hand into the mat and inhale, reach up with my right. And then exhale as I thread the needle, reach the arms through my left hand, find the floor with my right ear. And you can reach your left hand forward, or you can come into a bind and reach that left arm behind you. As long as your shoulder stays open, you want to try to fight this caving in. But I like to keep it in front of me and pressing into the ground with that palm. It's a deep twist for the thoracic spine. Bring your palm back in front of your face, press into the ground and reach up with that right hand. And then exhale, plant it down in your tabletop. Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, thread the needle, find the floor with your left ear, reach out in front of you, or come into that bind, whatever you prefer. If you're reaching out in front of you with your right hand, try to press that armpit into the ground as well, creating an active position in the shoulder, enhancing that stretch. Nice. Bring your palm in front of your face, push off the floor, and reach up with that left hand. Plant the hand back onto the ground. Curl your feet underneath you and lift those hips up high for down dog. Great, so hopefully this feels a little bit warmer and will continue to get warm as we move through our practice. Let's inhale, come onto our heels, bend our knees, press our chest to our thighs, and then we can just walk or jump to the front of our mat. Nice, so I'm gonna stay in this forward fold. I'm gonna inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the crown of my head. Exhale, forward fold, feel that deep stretch in the hamstrings. And then inhale the arms all the way up. Bring your hands back towards center. And I invite you to find your breath if you felt like you were holding it. Maybe you felt your mind start drifting onto things that you had to do, or feeling a little tension here and there. It's okay, you're here right now, so let's just focus on that. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive all the way to the ground. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, and let's step back into plank. We're moving through variations of sun salutation A. So if you need to drop your knees, you can, or come all the way down to the ground, chaturanga. Uncurl your toes, and let's do a little baby cobra. So just a slight bend in the elbows. Plant the soles of your feet on the ground. You're working your lower core, your back here. Come back down to the ground. And inhale full cobra if you like, or baby cobra again. You don't ever want to feel the back constrained here. And then come back down to the ground. Curl your toes underneath you. And let's press all the way up to down dog. Nice. Bend your knees, step or jump to the front of your back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And again, step or jump back. And flow through chaturanga, cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale down. Each time you come back to down dog, remember to press into the ground. Push your chest through your shoulders, reach back the hips, and draw the heels towards the ground. Shift your weight back to your shoulders and come into a plank position. Good. So you can, if you start to feel tiredness or fatigue in your wrists, you can always come down to your forearms. We're going to shift our weight to the outside of our right foot and come into side plank. So in side plank, you can splay your legs out to give you a little extra balance. Bring your knee to the ground. Lift your hips up high. Nice. And then exhale and come back to regular plank. Reach your hips up behind you and get into a nice down dog. Pedal out your feet. Good. Let's get 6 little pedals here. Shift your weight back into plank. Bring your feet together and then shift on over to the left side. Lift those hips a little bit higher. If you want a balance challenge, close your eyes. And then exhale, bring your hands back down to the ground. Bring your knees to the ground. And let's move into a child's pose. So toes together, knees as wide as you'd like. Reach out in front of you. Find the ground with your forehead. Reach your arms a little bit farther out. And then walk them over to the right side. Getting a deep stretch in the left side body. And walk on over back to center. Press those armpits into the ground. And then walk on over to the left side. And walk your hands back to center. Bring your hands closer to your face and press up against the floor. And let's, however it may be, find a downward dog again. Awesome. Inhale, lift that right leg up towards the sky. Stack your hips as you bend that right knee. So you're driving that right knee towards the ceiling, keeping the same amount of weight in the right and left hands. Awesome. Square the hips again. And as you exhale, you're going to reach that right knee toward your chest and then plant it on the ground with control. Inhale, sweep the arms up for crescent warrior. So find that stability, right? It looks kind of funny that we're all crowded in here together. So bring that weight into the right foot, create a nice 90-degree angle. Lengthen through the arms, shoulders away from your ears. We're gonna keep the torso exactly like it is. You're just gonna hinge forward, reach out in front of you. So your chest is almost resting on your thigh. And then exhale, reach the arms behind you, airplane arms. Good. This is a super powerful pose. Press that left heel back. And then inhale, sweep the arms all the way back up, keeping that bend in the front leg. Exhale, bring the hands to the ground. Right foot meets your left in the plank. Let's exhale all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's take 5 deep breaths here in down dog. Amazing. Start shifting your weight over to your right foot as you lift that left foot up. Keeping equal weight in the hands, shift your hips open and bend that left knee. And guide that knee back to your chest. Curve out your spine here, press into the ground with your hands, and then exhale, plant the foot down. Once you've grabbed your balance, scoop the arms up and come into a crescent warrior. Good. Tuck your pelvis in here and then reach that back heel back. Crescent warrior. Should feel a nice stretch in the front of that hip flexor. Keep the torso as it is. So I'm on the ball of my right foot here. I'm gonna hinge forward, keeping that bend in the front knee, and then exhale, reach back, airplane arms. This is an active position. You're really reaching back. And then inhale, scoop the arms up. And exhale, come back down to the ground. Left foot meets your right. Come all the way down with control. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward dog. 5 more deep breaths here in down dog. If you ever want to skip through the chaturanga, upward facing dog, down dog, you can just do whatever you like. Child's pose, down dog. Anything is great. Inhale the heels up high. Exhale, bend the knees, jump or step. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale all the way up. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold, step or jump back into a plank. Awesome. Let's go all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Now we're gonna add a little bit onto that previous flow we did. Inhale that right foot up. Open up the hips, bend that right knee. Exhale, bring the knee towards the chest. Plant the foot on the ground. Inhale, arms up, crescent warrior. And exhale, reach the arms back as you hinge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, pivot out for your warrior two. So now I'm on the outside of my left foot, reaching the arms out in front of me, creating one long line. Let's inhale, flip our palm, reach forward, and exhale, reverse your warrior. You can bring your hand behind you if you like. Come back to warrior two. Exhale, plant that right hand on the ground. Reach that left hand up towards the ceiling. Intense side ankle stretch. Reach the hand out in front of you. And then cartwheel the hand all the way down to the ground. Right foot meets your left. And stay in this plank. We're gonna move into our side plank once more. So shift your weight onto the outside of the right foot. Lift that right arm up. If you want a little extra, you can lift that left leg up. Grab your toes. Whatever you want. If you fall, it's okay. And then bring that left hand back. Come to your plank. Lower all the way down to the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. So I'm just offering little things that you can do to pump up or scale up the pose, or ways that you can scale down if you like. So whatever feels good. Might not be the same as last Sunday. That's normal. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Open up the hips, bend the left knee. And exhale as you bring that knee to the chest. Plant the foot on the ground. And inhale, scoop up, crescent warrior. Shoot the hands behind you and hinge forward. Press back on that right heel. Inhale, scoop the arms up and open up warrior two. Inhale, flip that palm up, and exhale, reach back, reverse your warrior. And come back to warrior two. Find the ground with that left hand, and reach that right hand up to the ceiling. Yeah, you can scale this just like my dad is, by bringing your forearm to your thigh instead of finding the ground. If you have a block, you can put it underneath your left hand. Let's reach out in front of us. And then exhale, come back to the ground with our right hand. Left foot meets our right. And let's do our plank on the other side. Shift your weight on over to the left foot. Reach that right hand up towards the ceiling. If you need to drop your knee, this is perfect as well. Just keep those hips up high. It's okay if you're shaking. And then come back to plank. Lower all the way down to the ground, and let's stay there. Uncurl your feet. Inhale, cobra. Slight bend in the elbows. Exhale all the way down. Let's bend our knees and just windshield wiper our feet back and forth, right and left. If we had any tension in our low back, we're trying to release it right now. We're gonna move into, this is bow pose. So you can take this as you like. I'm gonna reach behind me and grab my ankles. If you need to grab your toes, whatever you can. I'm gonna bring my shoulder blades together and inhale, kick into my hands with the tops of my feet. And if you're rocking forward and backwards, that's totally okay. This should be a really deep heart opener. Chest opener, you should feel it in your pecs. Inhale, come up a little higher, and then exhale, release, come all the way down. You can bring your hands to a T and then just let your legs fall side to side. Straighten your legs behind you. Keep your arms in a T though. Good, so my arms are straight out to the side. I'm gonna reach my left foot up and guide the sole of my left foot onto the floor. Good, so this is a stretch for the right shoulder. I can press into the ground with my left hand to give me a little bit of a deeper stretch. You can bend your right knee and tuck it into your knee if you'd like to do that, but I just like to keep it straight and to push this left knee out. Come back down to center, straighten both legs, reach the left arm up, right foot up, and cross over. Slow stretch. We're using our weight to stretch out that front of our shoulder. Awesome. Come back to center. Curl your toes and let's press up into a down dog. Good. Now let's just walk up to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale all the way up. We're gonna try a pose that I've never done before in these CrossFit yoga classes. So you can try this if you like. If it doesn't work for you, there's a bunch of ways to scale down. But I might even fall because it requires a little bit of balance. So if I fall, you can laugh. If you fall, it's okay. So what we're gonna do is shoot our hips back and come into a chair pose. So it's key that we feel really comfortable in this pose here. My core is nice and tight. I'm reaching out long in front of me. We're gonna try a little bit of twisting before we get into this. So I'm gonna bring my hands towards center. Take a big inhale and then exhale as I reach my left elbow towards the outside of my right knee. Now it's really easy for us to push one knee back. Try to keep those knees in the same plane. Yeah, that's a really easy little subconscious fix. Good, this is twisted chair. Inhale, reach up with both arms. Exhale, bring your hands towards center. We're still in chair, that deep, deep chair. Inhale and exhale, twist over to the other side. Fix those knees, are they in the same playing field? Come back to center and reach all the way up, straighten legs, a little leg burns, okay. Exhale, forward fold. Let's hang out in forward fold a little bit. Grab opposite elbows, and then just sway side to side like a ragdoll. Yeah. You can move your head, yes and no. Get some movement in the neck. So we're moving with gravity here, so you should feel a nice little release in the neck. All right, plant your hands back on the ground. Bend your knees so that your chest is resting on your thighs. And then scoop your arms up for chair pose once more. So the pose we're gonna try is called eagle. So it requires a lot of cueing, so just listen to my voice. I'm gonna shift my weight onto my left foot and cross my right thigh over my left. Now this can be your eagle today. If you wanna hook your right foot behind your left calf, you can do that as well. Or you can even find the ground and use it as a stand, like a little kickstand. But the deeper you bend, the more balance you'll gain. You can bring your hands to heart center if you like, or I'll guide you into eagle arms. So you'll scoop the right arm underneath the left, and then cross hands. Kind of funky, I know. Now push your forearms away from you, elbows away from your torso. That's a deep shoulder opening. Yeah, there's okay to fall. Hold for one more breath. And then exhale, stand up, release the bind. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway to lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up and come into your chair pose. So we're going to try that on our other side, see how well we do there. So I'm going to shift my weight onto my right foot and bring my left leg over. Now the more you sink down, the more space you create to bind that leg in there. But it's okay if you can't hook the foot behind you, that's totally okay. You can grab onto something if you like. Now I'm gonna hook my left arm underneath my right. Press away from me with my forearms. Move those elbows from the torso, lift your arms up high. That's a deep deltoid stretch. Thoracic spine stretch. Think a little deeper. And then exhale, come out of that pose. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, come all the way down. Let's bend our knees and just let your weight hang heavy. I'm gonna grab behind my neck and just use gravity here and the weight of my arms to give my back a little bit of a deeper stretch here. Plant the hands back onto the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then step back into a plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down lower. Let's just hold here in down dog. That was quite a twisty pose. So just enjoy the simplicity of this down dog. It's easy to feel constrained of breath when you're in eagle. So enjoy the simplicity of this movement to regain the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. And then exhale, swing that leg all the way up for a lunge. Let's plant our hands on the inside of our right foot and shift that right foot out towards the outside of your mat. So this is lizard pose. We're gonna just add a little bit towards it. And you can do whatever you like here. You can bring your knee down. So I'm gonna bring my knee down. Let's all do that now. I'm gonna press my right knee out, create a nice little stretch. I'm even gonna lift. I'm gonna shift here. This is a better angle. I'm gonna peel the tops of my foot off of the mat. Yeah, so you're creating a really deep stretch here. I'm gonna open and close that knee. We're just gonna do this little dynamic stretch. Open and close. So you're shifting your weight from the inside of your foot to the outside of your foot. Just a couple of times. This is a really simple stretch that we can do on a day-to-day basis if we're getting a little too tired of sitting down. Not that you guys sit down at all. Okay, so now let's plant that foot onto the ground. And you can stay here, or you can bend that foot behind you and reach back and grab the ankle. Yeah, this is a great stretch. Kick into that hand and open up the shoulder. If that feels a little too harsh for your knee, you can scoot that knee back and come onto more of your lower thigh. Kick into that hand, create a nice dynamic stretch there. And then let go of the foot, bring your hand back down on the ground. Curl your toes underneath you and come to a plank. Good. Let's come on down to forearm plank. Great, so your hips shouldn't be too hiked up, you're in a straight line. Just gonna hold here. Press back up to a regular plank. And move your hips on back for downward dog. Regain your breath here. Swing your left leg back up. And exhale, plant that left foot on the outside of your hands. Good, so deep lunge here. I'm gonna drop that right knee back and shift my foot out towards the outside of my mat or the floor. And I'm gonna move from outside of my foot to the inside. So moving that knee out and in, creating a nice dynamic stretch for really deep into that hip. Yeah, you can use your hand to guide that knee motion. Thanks, Mom. Why we need our moms, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. Just keep moving that knee back in and out. Good. Plant that hand back on the ground just to get your balance. Bend the knee behind you and then reach back and grab that foot. It's totally okay if you can't reach it or if it just doesn't feel good for you today. Kick into that hand, open up that shoulder. And if you're making funny noises, that's okay. Let go of that leg. And curl the toes behind you. Bring that left foot back into a plank. And no more planks. Drop your knees onto the ground. Let's do 5 cat-cows. So we're gonna start winding down. Inhale, look up. Curl that spine. Exhale, carve it up. Press into the ground. Inhale up. Exhale, curl in. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. Amazing, amazing. I'm gonna cross my left leg over my right, or whatever you guys do, right or left, doesn't matter. I'm just doing this to shift my weight onto my behind and to come down to lying down on the ground. Perfect. You guys can still see me. There we go. With my arms in a T, I'm just gonna inhale and bring that knee to my chest. Okay, just try to squeeze it here. Let's grab that knee. Give it a squeeze. Take a big inhale and then exhale as you guide over to the left. I love finishing on twists because I think it's just a really nice way to wind down while still getting mobility in the spine and in the lower back and glutes. So try to pin those shoulders into the ground. You can straighten that leg if you need and grab the toes, or you can just keep the knee bent. Whatever feels good for you. Yeah, no ouches. Bring that knee back to center. Give it a big squeeze. Now push that knee out, open towards the right. Keep the hand on the knee and press that knee down. So another opening here. And then just let that leg straighten out in front of you. Bring the left knee to your chest and squeeze it in. Inhale and exhale, twist on over. Try to pin that shoulder down onto the ground. Take your gaze over to the left. You can start to close your eyes. And come back to the middle. Guide that knee open towards the left. Both hips are on the ground and just pushing that left knee down, opening up the hips. Amazing, straighten that left leg. Bring your both knees to the chest now. Grab to the bottoms of the feet, my favorite happy baby. Draw the knees towards the ground and shift your weight from right to left. Good, now squeeze your knees in towards your chest, let go of the feet. Bring your forehead to your knees. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze tightly. And then exhale, release, Shavasana. Final resting pose. Straighten the arms right next to your sides. Let the feet flop however they may be. Or you can bring your hands to your belly, really whatever feels good for you. But take this time for yourself to repose. Close your eyes. Feel really thankful that you were able to move, that you have this great community. Let your breath come naturally, no thinking about it now. If you need to spend a little bit more time here, you are more than welcome. I'll start guiding us back to a seated position. Just gonna wiggle out my toes, roll out my ankles, roll out my wrist. I'm gonna reach my arms up above my head. Bring the soles of my feet to the mat and shift over to one side. Taking some time here in this side position. And then press away from the ground with my eyes still closed and come into a seated position. So I'm happy to wait. Everyone just get there however you can. If you're still lying down, that's totally good. I'm gonna reach my arms up above me. Bring my hands to heart center. And then I'm gonna exhale, push my arms out towards the side. Like if I'm clearing away some peanut butter. Inhale, reach the arms back up. And exhale, bring them to your chest. Thank you so much for letting me lead you today. Namaste. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna unmute you now. Oops.